Mr. DeMille.
That's a wonderful sound, Ernie.
Yeah.
Laughter from children. Children of all ages. Everything forgotten. Except the magic world they're in. The circus world. Of tinsel and spun candy and thrills. You know, one of the reasons we made the greatest show on earth is because the world needs laughter today. That kind of laughter. But the real circus story is more than laughter. It's an exciting story, a human story. A story that was a tremendous problem to film. Because the circus never stands still. The circus is wheels, rolling wheels, wagon wheels, truck wheels, train wheels, a world on wheels, fighting wind and rain and mud and flood, and above all, fighting time to keep moving. We from Hollywood had to travel over 60,000 miles to film our story of this fascinating world. We actually became part of the show itself. Our Hollywood stars had to learn to be real circus performers, to do actual circus acts in front of real audiences. As an example, look at that blonde ball of condensed energy, Betty Hutton. What a workman she is. To play Holly, the trapeze artist, she trained for months with Antoinette Kinsella, one of the world's great aerialists. Audiences couldn't believe that they actually saw what they actually saw. Betty Hutton flying through the air with the greatest of ease. And as an emotional actress, she, well, come and see her. You've never seen this Betty Hutton until you see the greatest show on earth. Cornell Wilde is the great Sebastian, in love with Betty on the ground, but her daredevil rival for the star spot on the trapeze high above the center ring. Between these two stands the circus boss, rugged Charlton Heston, Chuck Heston we call him. His job is to keep the circus rolling. The two women who love him think he has only sawdust in his veins. Dorothy Lamour gets a lot of laughs as Phyllis, the curvaceous, wisecracking hula girl. She has a big heart, but never tell her a secret. This is Gloria Graham. She gives a fine performance as Angel, the elephant girl, and she shows nerves of steel when she lies down in the center ring and lets a 5-ton elephant put its foot right on her pretty face. Her life depends on the man who loves and hates her, Klaus, the sinister elephant trainer, Lyle Betka. One quietly spoken word, and she would be crushed to death. Then, of course, there are the clowns, some of the most famous clowns in the world. We have Otto Griebling, Lou Jacobs, Ernie Birch, Felix Adler, Buzzy Potts, with my little sweetheart, Daisy. Paul Jerome, Prince Paul, Paul Young, Paul Mortier. That's quite a pack of Pauls. Jimmy Armstrong, Albert White, Irving Romick, Al Bruce, Charlie Bell with peanuts and popcorn, Frankie Stiluto and his long-eared friend, and of course, the one and only Emmett Kelly as Weary Willie. There are 50 clowns with the show, but I wonder if you recognize this one. Yes? No? Well, underneath that putty nose and painted smile is one of Hollywood's top stars, James Stewart. We call him Jimmy, and we love him as you will. Jimmy Stewart realized his lifelong ambition in the greatest show on earth, playing Buttons, the clown. For some mysterious reason, Buttons never removes his makeup. You'll see all these glamorous stars and hundreds of other circus acts. The trained animals, such as the famous Liberty horses, and the jungle animals that can be trained but never tamed, like the tigers and the jaguars. And the daredevil performers who slap death in the face twice a day. For the circus is not a make-believe world. Every move is a calculated risk. One carelessly tied knot. A split second off timing and... No, it's not make-believe. Sawdust is hard when a flyer falls from 60 feet in the air, but the show rolls just the same. I know because I lived with these circus people and learned to respect them and love them. The drama of their lives is our motion picture. Their loves and hates, their failures and follies, their bitter tragedies, and their glittering triumphs. These are the people who bring you the greatest show on earth. It's a story for all ages, from grandmother to grandchild. It's a motion picture for everyone, with a heart and a sense of humor.
The Greatest Show on Earth. 1952, Cecil B. DeMille's epic circus drama. Cecil B. DeMille's The Greatest Show on Earth is a film that both dazzles and divides. A technicolor extravaganza boasting a cast of thousands, real circus performances, and a sprawling narrative web, it remains a cinematic landmark, infamous for its scale and its surprise victory at the Academy Awards. While often criticized for its perceived lack of depth and melodramatic tendencies, The Greatest Show on Earth, starring James Stewart alongside a strong ensemble, offers a fascinating glimpse into the world of the American circus as it was, and provides a lens through which to examine themes of ambition, sacrifice, and the price of entertainment. The film plunges us headfirst into the vibrant chaos of the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, a traveling city of performers, roustabouts, and animals. Braden, Charlton Heston, the stoic and dedicated general manager, is the driving force behind keeping the show on the road. He embodies the relentless pressure and logistical wizardry required to orchestrate this immense spectacle. His primary concern is the success of the show, a mission that often clashes with the desires and ambitions of those around him. The central conflict revolves around two key figures. Holly, Betty Hutton, a headstrong trapeze artist perpetually striving to outdo herself, and the great Sebastian, Cornell Wilde, a charismatic aerialist whose arrival threatens Holly's position as the star attraction. Their romantic entanglement, fueled by jealousy and professional rivalry, adds a layer of dramatic tension to the already frenetic circus atmosphere. The triangle unfolds with a predictable theatricality, driven by passions and wounded egos, yet it serves as a microcosm of the larger sacrifices demanded by a life dedicated to the show. James Stewart, however, provides the film's most intriguing and subtly complex character. He plays Buttons, a seemingly jovial clown who never removes his makeup. Beneath the painted smile lies a secret. Buttons is a doctor on the run, wanted for mercy killing. Stewart's portrayal is a masterclass in controlled emotion. He balances the outward silliness expected of a clown with an underlying sadness and a profound sense of compassion. He uses humor as a shield, deflecting attention from his past and allowing him to provide comfort and medical assistance to those in need, all while remaining hidden in plain sight. Button's presence is crucial to the film's thematic exploration of sacrifice. He has abandoned his former life and profession, choosing anonymity within the circus to atone for his actions. He sacrifices his own happiness and well-being to help others, finding solace in the fleeting moments of joy he brings to the audience. His character highlights the often unseen sacrifices made by those who dedicate their lives to entertaining others. Beyond the central romantic and dramatic threads, The Greatest Show on Earth excels at showcasing the sheer scale and complexity of the circus operation. DeMille masterfully captures the logistical choreography involved in transporting the show from town to town, erecting the big top, and managing the vast number of performers and animals. The film is filled with impressive displays of circus artistry, from daring high-wire acts to the majestic procession of elephants. It's a visual feast that transports the viewer to a bygone era of spectacular live entertainment. However, the film's portrayal of the circus also raises uncomfortable questions. The treatment of animals, while presented as affectionate and respectful within the context of the time, is viewed with a more critical eye today. The film unapologetically showcases performing animals, a practice that is increasingly condemned due to concerns about animal welfare. This aspect of the film serves as a reminder of how societal values and ethical considerations evolve over time, impacting our perception of historical representations. Another point of contention lies in the film's somewhat simplistic characterizations. Braden, while portrayed as a dedicated and hard-working leader, often comes across as cold and inflexible. His single-minded focus on the show's success overshadows his ability to connect with others on a personal level. Holly, while initially presented as a strong and independent woman, ultimately succumbs to the romantic rivalry with Sebastian, reinforcing traditional gender roles. Furthermore, the film's melodramatic elements, particularly the romantic entanglements and the exaggerated sense of danger inherent in the circus acts, can feel contrived and overblown. The film relies heavily on heightened emotions and dramatic confrontations to drive the narrative forward, which can detract from the more subtle and nuanced aspects of the story. Despite these criticisms, The Greatest Show on Earth remains a significant work of cinema, not for its narrative sophistication, but for its historical value and its exploration of the human condition within the context of a unique and demanding profession. It offers a fascinating glimpse into a vanished world, capturing the grandeur, the grit, and the sacrifices that characterize the American circus in its heyday. The film's success at the Academy Awards, particularly its Best Picture win, has been a subject of much debate. While some argue that it was a testament to the film's sheer scale and popularity, others contend that it was an undeserved victory, fueled by DeMille's influence and the film's perceived patriotic appeal during the Cold War era. Regardless of the reasoning behind its Oscar triumph, The Greatest Show on Earth remains a controversial but undeniably influential film. Beyond the spectacle and the melodrama, the film ultimately grapples with the theme of sacrifice. Every character, in their own way, sacrifices something for the sake of the show. Brad sacrifices his personal life and relationships. Holly sacrifices her emotional stability in pursuit of her artistic ambitions. Sebastian risks his life every time he steps onto the trapeze. And Buttons, the clown with a secret, sacrifices his identity and his former life to find redemption within the anonymity of the circus. Ultimately, The Greatest Show on Earth is a film that demands to be seen and considered. It is a product of its time, reflecting the values and anxieties of post-war America. It is a spectacle that both celebrates and scrutinizes the world of the circus, offering a glimpse into a bygone era and raising questions about the nature of entertainment, the treatment of animals, and the sacrifices we make in pursuit of our dreams. While its narrative may be simplistic and its characterizations sometimes flawed, its historical significance and its exploration of universal themes make it a worthwhile and thought-provoking cinematic experience. It reminds us that even beneath the dazzling lights and the captivating performances, there are real people with real stories, each contributing to the creation of the greatest show on earth. And within those stories, often lies a tale of sacrifice, hidden just beneath the surface, as profound and enduring as the secrets held by the painted smile of Buttons the Clown.